My people, not be small matter o. Make una watch this video, make una hear wetin former Rivers State Governor talk, Governor Wike. Make una hear wetin he talk concerning Nigerians. My people, as una dey watch this video, make una no forget to share am.
Was a clear testimony that Nigerians are interested in the unity of the country. Nigerians are not going to allow division. The emergence of Robert Abadio, who come from the south and the south region, shows that Mr. President has been able to explain to Nigerians that look, on no account will he allow Nigeria to be polarized. You remember, during the elections, the issue of Muslim ticket came up very, very serious. But God is infinite mercy, and with the sagacity of Mr. President and his vice, were able to skate through. And it will be very difficult for any person in this country not to understand the feelings, the complexity, the diversity of this country. And so Mr. President says, look, we must, all of us of this country, must move on to say, look, having emerged this way, we think that what should happen is, look, let the Senate President come from this area. And he also went further to appoint the Secretary to the government of the Federation to come from the North Central, who is a Christian, to balance soft things. And that's what I always preach. And you remember my thought that, look, Yari is my very good friend. If anybody can tell you that. But he met me and I told him, I said, look, sir, you know that if we want this country to move on forward, this is the way it should be. But your party has the final choice. They take a decision that will put this country to turmoil. It's a business. But their party, through Mr. President, said, look, we cannot do that. And so we saw the emergence of God's will, Robert Abadio emerged as the president, as the senator, as the senate, and the president of the senate, and then Tajul Abbas emerging as the speaker of the House. So you cannot see the balances. So you see, this confidence Mr. President has created amongst Nigerians now, and that's what we say that, look, it's leadership is very, very key. Key in the sense that the world must know what is leader talking about. Leader in this sense means the president. What is he talking about? It's not where you are the president, they say, look, people have met the president, he said, whatever you want to do, it's not correct. Yes, he came out, he told Nigerians, listen, this is what I think should be. And he didn't hide it. And for me, this is what I've always said. Leadership must be open. Leadership must be seen, transparent. And people will now know that, look, this is where the leader is saying that this is what should happen. And not the way people say, we don't know where, as we speak today, what is the leader talking about? Nobody. So these are the things that Asuwaju presidency has given a difference. Now look, yes, he may not be right all the time, but he has given a clear indication that this, and he went all out. He did not hide his position. He went all out. Forget about talking about the position. There's nothing like a position. What he talking about, look, for the unity of Nigeria, if we don't go this way, it will affect Nigeria, it will affect the administration. And then people now say, oh, we did not perform. Who will suffer? The masses will suffer. So for me, commend Mr. President for being firm, for being bold. Not only being bold and firm, come out openly, moved out from his residence to say, look, let us do this. Appealing to people who are interested. The interest of Nigeria is paramount than your own interest, than my own interest. And he told them, I watched, he said, look, Yari and Co. work for Nigeria. And I believe that what I saw last night, that Yari embraced the Senate President, the new Senate, the 10th President of the National Assembly, Godswill Akpabio, we believe that things will move on rightly. Because at the end of the day, it is the interest of Nigerians that we are talking about. It's not about you. It's not about your party. It is not about it. It's about how will Nigeria progress. It's not about whether me, I'm looking for this, I'm not looking for that. And that's what I think that Mr. President has shown leadership, and I'm very happy that the way things have turned out.
Your Excellency, there was a visit by the new Senate President and his deputy became news, talk about what Nigerians was talking about yesterday. And the question on the lips of many is what role you played in their emergence, both the Senate President as well as the Speaker. And another question is what are you, a leading member of the PDP, what role do you really have to play in such, considering that you are a member of the opposition?
Well, let me say this clearly. I never hid my intention. It was a national issue. It was one governor who came out. And I said, look, Akpabio, first of all, you have shown that you're a person that came to friendship. Your party zoned this position to the south and to the south-south. And Mr. President said, look, I'm comfortable in you being the Senate President. And I said, look, we supported Mr. President for the election. Therefore, if we did that, are we going to stop supporting Mr. President now? No, certainly not. He has to succeed. And the only way he's going to succeed, to have a National Assembly that work comfortably with him. Not the people talk about imposition. It's not about imposition. Nobody is imposing anybody to anything. No. Look, I can work with these people. Does not mean that these people who have emerged are going to be rubber stamped. No, they're not going to rubber stamp anything. But now look, I think I feel comfortable. Akpabio has been my friend. And for anybody who cares to know, when I was running for governorship in 2015, Akpabio was one governor who came out early and said he was going to back Wike's governorship ambition. He did not hide it. He's not for Rivers. But he said, look, I've seen this young man. He was a minister. I've interfaced with him. I've interacted with him. I know him. Yeah, I know what he can do. People were, all kinds of names were given to him. Remember, when Akpabio left PDP, I made it clear to him, we cannot. And I stood firm. And he knows my position. I said, look, you're leaving PDP. I wasn't comfortable with it. But having left, and he has won, and then by providence, he's going to be the Senate President. One good turn deserves another. Akpabio is a competent person. Akpabio is a qualified and educated person. He was former commissioner of local government. He became a governor. He became a senator. He became a minister. Come on. What criteria, what qualification do you want? He has shown he has shown that, look, he was a senior prefect of the federal government called Port Harcourt. Akpabio is an orator who can represent this country anywhere tomorrow. You cannot take away that from him. You cannot. So, any person who means well for Nigeria, and okay, take for first of all, the one in the south side. We have never produced it. Never. Only after Joseph we have 1979. We have never produced it. Now, the people are saying, look, let us not do this. And again, he's competent. He has all it takes. Why would he not? I never, look, people should understand, people don't understand about friendship. People think of friendship as okay today and tomorrow. Yes, I feel honored. Rivers will feel honored. Because when he started this thing, we all came out to say, look, we never hid our intention. We said, look, God should have Bible, Rivers State will support you. We didn't play politics or, let's say it's going to hell. To hell with anybody. I didn't bother about that. I told the other.
How much role did you play?
What's the road? Rivers State supported him. That's the only road. What did I do? Rivers State. And because I didn't hide my feeling, he came and said, look, you came out early to say, I will support you. Rivers State will support you. You're a man that can be dependent on. That was all. And of course, the G5 governors, we said, look, we are going to support Mr. President. Sheyi Makinde as governor, all of us, we put ourselves together and say, look, we must go out. Because we cannot say now, we are supporting Mr. President to win election, and then we cannot support him for the no. Said no. If Sheyi Makinde was there, everybody was there. All the G5 governors, some of us came out openly. We told some people, look, you go down and do what you're supposed to. That's politics. So we're happy. In terms of the House of Representatives, they came here. I never hear the people had it. We say, look, Tajuddin Abbas, we will support you. We are not going to support you by talking. We are supporting you with the votes. We will mobilize. Mr. President has told me, and has told G5 people that, look, that he's going to support Tajuddin Abbas. And we say, look, Mr. President, where you are is where I will support you. So it's not anything special and wicked. No, it's that when we have made our commitments, when we have given our commitment to say, look, we will do this and we will do that. And that's what has played out, just like we did in the 2023 general election. We said, we are not going to allow injustice. We believe in fairness, we believe in equity, we believe in justice. You may ask me, I'm a PDP man. I'll say yes. I'm talking about Nigeria. I'm not talking about party. And the party never called anybody to say, listen, don't vote here. This is where we are going to vote. The party never called me, never called anybody. And I challenge any of them to say, look, you called a meeting and this decision you took. If you did, you called those you wanted to call. But you never called me because you believe we are no longer governors and we have no role to play. No. I would say, look, for this country to move forward, for the unity of this country, this is where we should go. We cannot be intimidated or be teleguided by people who don't mean well for this country, by people who believe that Aswaju should not be president, or Aswaju being president, maybe has affected them one way or the other. We cannot. Me in particular will not accept that. Nothing will make me to accept that. And I'm not a boy, a child to people who think that whatever they say, that's how Nigeria will go. I will not do that. So we're talking. If PDP calls me tomorrow and say, look, why did you support this? I said, look, you PDP, what right do you have? In any way, who is more PDP than me? Nobody is more PDP than me. If we put our performance record on ground, who is more PDP? Who has made PDP to have a name? It's Rivers State. From 1999, I challenge anybody in this country, any former vice president, any former president, any former senate president, any former speaker, or any former deputy speaker, will challenge us in this country today that they have made PDP popular than Rivers State. That is wrong. The result is that. Show us. 1999 to 2002 to 2004. 3 to 2007. Right? To 2011. To 2015. To 2019. To 2023. Let any state say that they are profound better than Rivers State in making PDP what is it. So nobody can tell us any rubbish that, oh, they are PDP. No, we are PDP more than any of them. More than any of them. PDP have been governor from 1999 till now. People have controlled the state assembly till now. People have produced 99% of the House of Reps, the Senate. So how can anybody who cannot produce senator, cannot produce House of Reps, cannot produce a governor, cannot produce House of Assembly, will tell me that you are not doing well for PDP? You that failed did well. I mean that succeeded to mobilize Rivers people to win for PDP. I didn't do well. No, it's not possible. Certainly not possible.
Apart from the interest of Nigeria, like you have invested so much time and resources to ensure that Akwa Abbas ticket succeed. What are you expecting from the National Assembly?
Of course, they should know. Nigerians are looking up to them. They should not fail Nigerians. You see, they should not be rubber stamp, but they should not go and fight the president for no reason. You know, the mistake people make is that if you support Mr. President, you're a rubber stamp. Nobody wants the leadership of Nigeria. You see, we have what we call separation of powers. But there must be cooperation for the interests of the citizenry, for the interest of the masses. If you don't work with the executive, it will not work well. You must sit down, say, look, what do Nigerians want? What are their expectations? Now, Mr. President has taken the decision, look, we can't continue with this oil subsidy. And everyone has said it. What Mr. President said, is it right or is it wrong? Certainly, he's right. So, will you now say, because you are hearing people talk on the television, oh, no, Mr. President, no. That is the interest of Nigeria. And they should support on that. Mr. President has gone to say, student loan, to help students, take loan, help yourself. But after graduation, after you service, you should be able to pay back. That is the way to make sure that nobody can say, oh, I couldn't complete my university education because of lack of funds. Mr. President have come out to say, look, uniformity of judges, that will stop. This thing, people are clamoring, I want to go to the Konobape, I want to go to this. People will prefer to be in their state. After all, if you go to Konobape, they post you to here, to post there. Maybe you may not be, you may not want where you are carried from left, right, center, backward, again. So, yeah, and that's a decision no president has been able to take. And he took it within how many days in office? That's what they tell you about leadership. So for me, I believe in what the speaker said. We're not going to be rubber stamp. I believe in what the president said. But we are going to work with the executive to make sure Nigeria comes out where they are today, which is a problem. And if anybody likes it or not, that is what they are supposed to do. They'll be able to tell the executive, no, you are not doing the right thing. The executive will be able to tell National Assembly, you do, you are not doing it. And then they sit down and say, look, how do we harmonize? How do we resolve this and move this country? So people should not say, oh, Senate President, you must fight with the President. Speaker, fight with the President. What are you fighting for? When you fight, who's going to lose? Is it President that loses? Nigerians are losing. And you cannot come out again to say, oh, Nigerians, I fought executive to make sure they didn't do that.